levity here, Elena, that we are seeing this happen.
Not only is Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg the first woman to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol, but she's the first Jewish person to lie in state as well. And she joins 38 people, that's counting Ginsburg, either lying in state or lying in honor. And that does include 12 presidents. So the ceremony is set to begin very shortly, where House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will welcome those in attendance in a formal arrival ceremony. There will be a reflection given by Rabbi Lauren Holtzblatt, which we heard from earlier in the week, I believe on Wednesday, when we listened to the ceremony at the Supreme Court building. There will also be some music being played by Denise Graves, who is an operatic soprano. She'll be accompanied by pianist Laura Ward, and we know that Justice Ginsburg had a lot of love for the opera, so this is a nice way to honor her memory and sort of lift those spirits that are in there today.
Yes, we heard the Chief Justice John Roberts say that she had an affinity for opera, the impact that she had not only on the world and young girls and women everywhere, but also on the justices.
I think a lot of people, too, really loved her to pieces. Maybe not knowing her throughout most of her life, but certainly, you know, once she reached the 80s and she became the notorious RBG, which is a spin-off of Notorious B.I.G., and they're actually both from Brooklyn, and something that Chief Justice John Roberts said at her ceremony at the Supreme Court building. He said, Ruth used to ask, what is the difference between a bookkeeper in Brooklyn and a Supreme Court justice? Her answer, one generation. We just saw Democratic nominee Joe Biden and his wife, Dr. Jill Biden. They are there, and this does look like her casket is draped in American flag, being escorted by the honor guard. Let's listen in. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump looks like she's standing next to him, paying their respects to Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who died last week after a long fight with cancer. She is lying in repose right now outside the Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C. It sounds like the crowds are reacting to seeing President Trump there. It's hard to make out what they're saying. It does sound like they are booing, and you can see them here chanting, their fists up in the air.
We want to bring in 7's Dan Housley there. Dan, are you seeing what's going on right now? Can you let us know what you're seeing there on the ground?
Yes, it's